If you struggle to fall asleep at night, if your mind just won't slow down, or if you wake up feeling exhausted, even after spending hours in bed, these 6 simple habits can completely change your nights. And the last one is something so obvious, so simple, that most people never think about it. Even though science shows it makes one of the biggest differences of all. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might finally understand what your body has been trying to tell you. Let's begin. Number 6. This one is about caffeine. And I want you to really hear this one because most people underestimate it completely. When you drink coffee, your body absorbs a compound called caffeine, and that compound blocks a receptor in your brain called the adenosine receptor. Adenosine is what makes you feel sleepy naturally. It builds up throughout the day. And by nighttime, your brain should be flooded with it, signaling your body it's time to rest. But caffeine blocks that signal. It literally sits on those receptors and tells your brain, stay awake. And here's what most people don't realize. Caffeine has a half-life of about 5 to 6 hours. That means if you drink a cup of coffee at 3 p.m., by 9 p.m., half of that caffeine is still active in your system. And if you're someone who drinks coffee at 5 or 6 p.m., your brain is still being stimulated at midnight. A peer-reviewed study published in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine confirmed this. Caffeine consumed even 6 hours before bedtime significantly reduced total sleep time and disrupted deep sleep architecture. So here's the practical adjustment. Try to stop all caffeine intake at least 6 hours before the time you usually go to sleep. If you typically sleep around 10 p.m., your last coffee should be no later than 4 p.m. If you sleep at 11 p.m., cut it off by 5 p.m. Now, if you love the ritual of a warm cup in the evening, if you enjoy the taste and the comfort of it, you don't have to give that up. Switch to decaf. Decaffeinated coffee goes through a process that removes roughly 97% of the caffeine, while preserving most of the flavor and aroma. You still get your ritual, you still get your moment, without the stimulation that keeps your brain wired at night. Number 5. This one is about what you eat and when you eat it before bed. A lot of people don't connect their dinner habits to their sleep quality, but the connection is very real, and it's happening on a physiological level. When you eat a heavy meal, your digestive system activates, your stomach produces acid, your intestines start moving, your liver processes nutrients, your metabolism speeds up. All of that requires energy. All of that keeps your body working. And your body cannot fully enter deep restorative sleep while it's still in full digestive mode. Heavy meals, greasy foods, processed, high sodium, high fat dinners are some of the most overlooked sleep disruptors. They also increase the risk of acid reflux at night, which causes micro awakenings, even if you don't remember them the next morning. The practical recommendation: finish your last full meal at least 2 to 3 hours before you plan to sleep. If you sleep at 10 p.m., try to have dinner done by 7 or 7:30 p.m. If you sleep at 11 p.m., aim for dinner around 8 p.m. Now, I know that's not always possible. Life is busy, schedules shift. So if you feel hungry close to bedtime, or if dinner was late and light, choose something small and specific. A banana is actually one of the best late night options. It contains magnesium and potassium, both of which support muscle relaxation. It also contains tryptophan, an amino acid your body converts into serotonin and then into melatonin, the very hormone that regulates your sleep. A small bowl of oats is another excellent choice. Oats contain both magnesium and tryptophan naturally, and they also stimulate the production of GABA, a neurotransmitter that calms the central nervous system. Plain yogurt, a small handful of almonds, or a few pumpkin seeds are also great options. These are not heavy foods. They don't burden your digestive system. They actually work with your biology to help your body prepare for rest. Number 4. This one might surprise you because it's not about what you eat or drink, it's about light. Specifically of the light you expose yourself to at night. Your brain has an internal clock. Scientists call it the circadian rhythm, and that clock is primarily regulated by light. When light, especially blue spectrum light, enters your eyes at night, it sends a direct signal to a region of your brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. That region tells your pineal gland it's still daytime, hold the melatonin, and your pineal gland listens. Melatonin production slows down, your sleepiness fades, your brain stays alert. And the problem with phones, tablets, and computer screens is that they emit significant amounts of that blue light. Even if the content is relaxing, even if you're watching something calm, the light itself is working against your sleep biology. Here's what I recommend. At least 60 minutes before you plan to sleep, begin reducing light exposure. Dim the lights in your room. Lower your screen brightness if you must use a device. Use warm tone lighting, like a lamp with an orange or amber bulb, instead of overhead white or cool white lights. If possible, put Put the phone down entirely in that last hour. And if you need something to do with that time, let it be something quiet. Read a physical book, stretch gently, sit in a dimly lit room and breathe. Your melatonin will rise naturally, your eyes will grow heavy, and your body will begin its descent into sleep the way it was always designed to. Number 3, and now let's talk about something people often dismiss because it sounds too simple. Herbal teas. I want to give you the science behind this because it's not just folklore. The most well-studied option is chamomile. Chamomile contains a compound called apigenin. Apigenin is a flavonoid, and it binds to specific receptors in your brain, known as benzodiazepine receptors, the same receptors targeted by certain anti-anxiety medications. When apigenin binds to those receptors, it produces a calming, sedative-like effect without any pharmaceutical intervention. No dependency, no side effects, just calm. But timing matters. After you drink chamomile tea, the apigenin needs time to be absorbed through your digestive tract, enter your bloodstream, cross the blood-brain barrier, and begin binding to those receptors. That process takes approximately 30 to 45 minutes in most adults. So the ideal window is this: brew your chamomile tea about 45 minutes before you plan to go to sleep. Drink it slowly, warm, without distraction. No phone, no TV, just you and the warmth of the cup in your hands. This simple act becomes a signal to your nervous system, a ritual your brain begins to recognize. This is what we do before sleep, and over time, that ritual itself becomes part of the process. 2 other teas worth mentioning. Lemon balm tea has been shown to reduce anxiety and nervousness, helping quiet the mind before bed. And passion flower tea, less well known but clinically studied, has shown promising results for reducing anxiety-related insomnia. You can drink any one of these alone, or look for blends that combine chamomile, lemon balm, and other calming herbs together. Just always check the label and make sure the tea is fully caffeine-free. A caffeinated tea before bed completely defeats the purpose. Number 2. This one is about your mind. And this might be the one that resonates most, because it touches something most people feel at night, but rarely talk about. Overthinking. The moment your head hits the pillow, the thoughts begin. Tomorrow's meeting, that conversation you wish had gone differently, the bill you haven't paid, the decision you're not sure about. And the harder you try to stop thinking, the louder the thoughts become. Here's what's actually happening in your brain. During the day, your mind is busy. Tasks, notifications, responsibilities. Your brain is constantly being directed outward. But the moment things get quiet, the moment the external stimulation disappears, your brain finally has space to process everything it's set aside. And it does. All at once. So the solution is not to fight the thoughts at night. The solution is to give them space before night arrives. One of the most effective and evidence-backed techniques for this is something called expressive writing or brain dumping. Here's how it works. About 30 minutes before bed, sit somewhere comfortable, take a notebook and a pen, and for 5 minutes, Write down everything that's in your head. No structure, no grammar, no editing. Just write whatever is let it come out onto the page: worries, tasks, feelings, random thoughts. Research from Baylor University found that people who spent just 5 minutes writing a to-do list before bed fell asleep significantly faster than those who didn't. Because the act of writing signals to your brain that the information has been captured, that it's safe to let go. You don't need to solve anything, you just need to release it. And once it's on the page, your mind can rest. Number 1. This is the one. The habit most people overlook, the one that seems too basic to matter, and yet it is backed by some of the strongest sleep research available. Consistency. Your body has a biological clock, and that clock is not just a metaphor, it's a real physiological system regulated by hormones, temperature changes, and light exposure. When you go to bed at a different time every night, when you sleep until noon on weekends, and then try to sleep at 10 p.m. on Sunday, you are constantly resetting that clock. Your brain never knows when sleep is coming, so it can never fully prepare for it. Melatonin release becomes unpredictable. Cortisol doesn't drop at the right time. Deep sleep gets fragmented, and you wake up feeling tired day after day, so wondering why. The single most powerful habit you can build for sleep is this. Go to bed at the same time every night. Wake up at the same time every morning, even on weekends. I know that's not always easy, but even getting within 30 minutes of your target time, like consistently, begins to train your biological clock. Over 2 to 3 weeks of consistency, your body starts to release melatonin earlier. Your temperature starts to drop at the right time, and falling asleep becomes less of a struggle and more of a natural process. You are not fighting your body anymore. You are working with it, and that changes everything. Now take a moment and look at these 6 habits together. Cutting caffeine 6 hours before bed, finishing dinner 2 to 3 hours before sleep, reducing light exposure in that last hour, drinking chamomile tea 45 minutes before lying down, releasing your thoughts on paper before bed, and going to sleep and waking up at the same time every single day. None of these are complicated. None of them require medication. None of them cost much or ask much of you. But together, they send your body a clear, consistent message. It is safe to rest now. And your body will listen. Your nervous system is not broken. Your brain is not failing you. It just needs the right signals at the right time, consistently. So tell me, which one of these surprised you the most? Was it the caffeine timing, and how long it actually stays in your system? Was it the chamomile and the science behind why it actually works? Or was it number one, that simple idea of consistency that you've heard before, but maybe never fully committed to? Leave a comment below. I read every single one. And if you already knew some of these, tell me which ones you've actually tried and what changed for you. Tonight, pick just one soul, just one habit, start there, and let your body do the rest.